Alright, I'm going to try to be kind of quick here because I just recorded the normal direction and the UVs for over about 30 minutes of recording, only to realize my microphone quit working thanks to AMD's setup for USBs. So, let's get this over with. So, we're going to discuss normal direction first. Now, here I have a normal cube. I'm going to go ahead and actually re-export this back out and bring it right into Unreal Engine and drag it up. So, everything looks, perfectly normal. We can see all the faces, everything. Now, what commonly happens is sometimes you'll go out and you'll be doing extrusions in Blender. You'll bring this up here, up here, up here. Then you'll extrude it back. And let's say I'll just fill that face. I'll fill the rest of these too, so it's enclosed. Fill you, and fill you. So we have this weird thingy. And let me actually just unwrap it real quick. I'll just use Smart UV Project. We're going to get into UVs here in not too long. And I'm going to export this out and bring it right back into Unreal Engine. So I hit re-import. Well, something odd has happened. I'm missing my sides all around this little part here, except for here. Like everywhere I look, like I'm seeing invisible sections, but I can only see the backside. Now what's happening is the normals, or the faces here, they are flipped. And as you can tell from seeing an Unreal Engine, that's a problem. And you can usually see that they're flipped inside of Blender by two ways. So if you come up here to shading, you can enable backface culling, and you'll see that we have the same exact issue. The other way is we can see the face orientation. We come up here, check face orientation, and everywhere where there is red means that face is flipped. We need to go ahead and flip it. Oh, sorry, we're seeing the inside of the face, not the outside, which we want to see. So the two ways we can fix this, we can select the flipped faces, go to Mesh, Normals, and hit Flip. And we're good to go. We're all back to blue. We export this out. We'll see that the problem has been resolved. Or we can just select all with pressing A, or whichever ones we want to flip, just to make sure that they're okay. Or a group of them. I'm just going to press A, for example. Press F3, search for recalculate outside, and it automatically goes through and tries to flip it for you. You may have some issues with this, but it's pretty good. You can export again, and everything is still okay. So that's just a relatively common problem that occurs, and it's just an example of how to fix it. So that's something I actually see quite a lot. It happens to me actually freaking everything that I do anyways, so you're going to end up probably doing that often. Anyways, that's going to wrap up the normal direction. And if you want to learn how to make a HK416, a low poly model, you can find a link to a playlist from his YouTube channel, and you will be able to he goes through it, and he does it step by step. You can see how to make each part, and he goes through it and explains it quite well. And if you want to help support me, you like what I'm doing, you can find a link to my Patreon down below, which contains access to my Team Deathmatch series course. And if you have any questions or anything like that, you can also find my Discord server down below as well. Feel free to ask anything game dev related in it, and either I or someone else will lend a hand. So now that this is over with, we will see you when we get to the UVs, which is going to be quite an in-depth video. So expect a little bit of length to it, but it will be sectioned out. So I will see you then.